Hi, sorry, just bear with me 1 second. Me. Okay, guys, good evening and welcome to your Zoom for tonight, which is working your business in December. Now, you have got myself, who, if you are new here, I don't obviously know exactly who's on. I can't see everybody who's on until I look at the list. So I'm Laura Sawkins. I am your superstar director, and tonight I have three of your amazing, amazing directors with me. We have Emma London, Katrina McLean, and Caroline Bennett, who needs no introduction, but I'm going to give them one anyway because I feel like it's ages since we've done this all together. So, collectively between us, um, we've got a lot of experience of working your business in this season. So we just wanted to come on and just give you some top tips, some actual like tangible things to take away that you can, work you through December, work you up to Christmas. You should definitely be having a rest at some point over this season because it has been crazy. But that absolutely does not mean that your business stops. So we are going to give you some tips, like I said, and prepare you now so you can go into 2026 feeling refreshed and ready and with like momentum to take you into a new year. So, welcome everybody. Hope we're all okay. I think that's it really from me. So I am going to hand over to Emma, who is just going to give you some. She's going to do a bit of myth busting. So over
Yes,
to you.
I am. And literally, everyone has literally just left the vicinity. So it's a good job
That's
because
good.
I'll go
Well,
first.
actually, as we all come on, because obviously either people watching this now or people watching this on the replay, just to kind of let you all know, guys, I've been in the business for 8 years. It's 9 years in April, so I've obviously done quite a few Christmas seasons. Emma, just as we all come on individually, guys, just tell us like how long you've been in and how many Christmases you've worked.
I have been in 4.5 years. So this will be, oh my God, now I've got to work this out. So I joined in April.
Oh,
It's my fourth or fifth
yeah,
Christmas? Fifth Christmas. Fifth Christmas.
fifth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, I shouldn't have said this, should I? I should have prepared this really before.
I don't
But
know.
yeah,
I've done a lot. And Katrina's fine because she's done the same as me.
okay.
So she'll know. Yes, I'm 4.5 years. So this is my fifth Christmas with Scentsy, which is crazy.
I know.
Crazy, crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Where
it
is
is
that time
crazy.
gone? But
Mental.
so yeah, so you are gonna talk about the myth that nobody buys in December.
Yes. And that works out quite well for me because I've only done a quarter of my follow-up this today. God. And I've got £160 orders since 10 o'clock this morning. And that's a quarter of my follow-up.
Amazing.
So everybody is buying. And strangely, they're all buying clothesline. Who knew?
Well, funny enough, tonight I have got a new customer and she's ordered a clothesline flower, a clothesline room spray, and a clothesline wax bar.
Yeah, exactly that. So, yeah, no one buys in December. That is absolute BS. I won't swear, just in case it's kids and it's being recorded. But it is because December's just a normal month. And actually, I think more people buy. You've just got to find a different way of getting them to buy. Your social media, as much as, and I'll talk about this in a minute about showing up, but to get the sales, you need to be jumping into people's inboxes because I don't know about you, but I can't remember the last time I doom scrolled because I just haven't got time.
Literally.
Like it is mental. I went to the hairdressers today and I spent 3 hours at the hairdressers, and 2 of those hours, well, an hour and a half, I was waiting for my colour to thingy. I was following up because I don't have time to do it any other time. So, and this is what people are doing. So they don't have the time to just scroll through Facebook and see your posts. And not only that, your posts are getting lost in all the Christmas nativities and Christmas trees going up and all of that jazz. So you can't rely solely on social media to get your sales this month. You have to, and you really have to get over yourselves a little bit, get rid of the ick, and just jump in people's inboxes because that's where you're going to get those important sales from. And I've managed, excuse the dog, I've managed to get customers that haven't bought in over a year to order Christmas wax because I've used my disengaged list and I wanted to. So I really want to give you some practical tips. And I went live in my team group this morning. When you log into your dashboard and it says new customers, prospects, engaged and disengaged, I went into my disengaged list. I exported it into Excel, which is like the three little dots, export into Excel, dead easy. And then I printed it. And it is here. It's one I made earlier. It's in my order book. And there's 12 pages. You can see it's highlighted. So the orange highlights are basically people that have either joined my team, I know no longer buy from me, or have already ordered Christmas wax. So I already know that they've ordered it. The purple ones are the ones that I've followed up with. Um, And that's what I'm doing. I'm physically going through and crossing them off when I've done them. So any spare time that I've got, like at the hairdressers, where I could have just been sat scrolling, or she gave me a magazine. I was like, no, I'm doing some work. Take that back.
Go away. It's all right.
Take that back. She was like, oh, that's fine. But it's really busy. I was like, yeah. So that's what I'm doing. I'm physically jumping into people's inboxes and telling them that I am doing Christmas wax bundles. Because for me, yes, gifting is huge, but for me, gifting is more sort of end of November. December is when
Yeah,
people are like thinking about their own homes. They want the Christmas scents. They want the clean house because they've got visitors come in. So, and this is another practical tip I wanted to give you. I'm just splitting a six pack. So I'm doing 3 bar bundles, same as the girls, same as we do every year. But actually, we used to have a 3 bar bundle, which was £20.75. We can now do them for 20 quid. So it's actually better
yeah,
because we could do our own personal special and it's 20 quid. And honestly, 3 bar bundles go like hotcakes because everyone's like, oh, 20 quid, that's all right. I spend 20 quid on 3 wax bars. So 3 bar bundles are doing really well. And I know Katrina will talk about this because she's done really well with her follow-up. So that's just a couple of practical tips because I want you to come away from this with something you can actually do. So I would love you to go onto your workstation, get the disengaged list, print it if you can, if not, do it digitally, and highlight when you've spoken to the people, message the people that you've done, and whether you're doing it about gifting, whether you're doing it about wax. Honestly, splitting the six-pack bundles works an absolute treat because people love a bit of a bargain, and 3 bars of 20 quid is a
mm,
bargain. If you're new and you don't have a disengaged customer list, use your Facebook friends and use your phone book and let people know that you're doing Scentsy and that you can make their house smell like Christmas. You don't need to have a full workstation to be able to do the same thing that I'm telling seasoned consultants to do for definite. Right, I'm going back to my notes because I've gone off on a bit of a tangent.
That's okay. This is going to happen, even though we've got a little bit of a structure tonight. This is going to happen. We're going to overlap. It's
To
fine.
be fair, I did write down about the six pack, so not that much of a tangent. Because I did want to give some practical tips. I didn't, I want to make sure that people can go away and they've actually got something tangible to take away and do. Because that's what it's about. It's about taking the action, and that's huge. It's all well and good being on here and listening and all the rest of it, but if you don't take the action, you're not going to get that PRV. It's just not going to happen.
Definitely.
Um, so the rest of it is about staying visible. Now, this is my bag. This is what I do. I tell this story all the time. I show up every single day. I even showed up on my wedding day. So if you're not new, if you're new, you won't have heard this. If you are, I'm sorry, but I've said it a million times. I posted on my wedding day and then I gave the reins to one of my customers who's now a teammate. Um, because it's my business and it pays my bills and I absolutely bloody love it. So I show up. If you disappear in December, my God, your business is going to go like that because the algorithm is going to be like, oh, she's sodded off. We're not going to bother showing her anymore. People are going to think you've stopped and people are just not going to buy. Now, if you don't want to continue to post loads of sales posts because you think, you just don't want to do that, start posting about your life. Turn your customer group into a blog. Post your Christmas tree, post the Christmas film you're watching, post the kids going to see Santa. That will kick the algorithm in so that when you do post something about Scentsy, people will start to see it. And then when you're messaging people and getting in their inboxes, because WhatsApp and Messenger are all linked, they're all owned by Meta, then it will again, those people will start to see you. They'll start to see that, our phones are listening to us and are, you know,
All
working
the
out what we're
time.
doing all the time, all the
Mhm.
time. So when you start messaging somebody and you have a conversation with them, you will see more of their stuff and vice versa. So it all kind of links. So staying visible is one of the most important things, not only in December, but for the entire year.
You've just reminded me actually, I saved and I haven't shared them yet. I saved some, and I know we're on like the third now, but some in December engagement posts that I've literally brought out every single year. I didn't make them, somebody
Mm.
shared them years ago. And it's literally just a post today in your customer group talking about, like, I don't know, do you like mince pies or whatever? Or do you have an artificial or a real tree? Like all these kind of posts. So I'll share all them as well.
Yeah. But it's
Katrina,
great to do real life
has
stuff though.
Yeah.
Sorry, Caroline.
Katrina shared the other day about her nails. She did a lot of
Mm.
different pictures, like what holiday, like what Christmas nails shall I get, and then her customers were choosing her nails for her, like things like that, like what gift
So
wrapping
I do that a lot,
do you
even when I don't
like?
need help with a
Yeah,
choice.
All the time.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah,
they're really, I've
I
noticed.
do that a lot, even when I
I was
don't need
commenting
help
on
with
your
a
post,
choice.
Katrina.
No, I did want help with my nails, but I do that a lot. Like if
Yeah.
I'm looking for a dress for the ball, I normally already roughly know which one I prefer. But I do that a lot, like ask people's opinion, particularly if you put a picture of it. So like I found five sets of nails that I liked. Which one should I choose? I do the same with which Christmas pajamas shall I get for the family? Um, I don't know, like, can anybody fit? I want a new pudding for Christmas this year. Like, any recommendations? Like, things like that at this time of year are golden for boosting your algorithm and just getting to know your customers. It can
Mm.
start a really. I shared a picture of chocolate concrete the other week. Who knew Southerners don't know what that is? You weirdos. Like, totally missing out there. But I got about 40 comments on that post.
Yeah.
And then it builds like a relationships with people. So you don't need to overthink it, and it doesn't always need to be like a. I think people sometimes search for an interaction post and
Yeah.
find like an image that people will just scroll on by.
You
Whereas
don't
if
need
it's
that.
actually a photo of something and then you're making it an interaction post, you will get way
Yeah.
better response.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
100%. And that goes to show because today, some of my the orders that I got today was from my hairdresser. So, obviously have my hair done. This is not me. I don't do this.
Mm.
Um, and she bought a warmer. She bought Amber Waves. And she said to me, she was like, the front of the catalogue sold it to me because it's in a stylized picture. So your photos, your real life will do more for your
Mm.
customers and your algorithm than a flyer or a website image will ever do.
Absolutely.
Honestly, it literally
People,
is. But sorry, Sagan.
no, I was going to say people relate to people. So, like, if you're watching I'm a Celebrity, who do you think's going to win? Or if you, I don't know, I can't even think of an example right now, but don't
I
make it all
posted The
about
Holiday last night.
what's that?
Best film ever. The Holiday. I was watching The Holiday yesterday, so I
Oh,
posted
yeah,
that. Love
exactly.
it.
Like, what's your favorite Christmas film? I don't know.
Mm,
Like, you need to remember that you're a human being, and at this time, and like that evokes emotion. So people are going to interact with emotion, and
mm.
then afterwards, then share about Scentsy. So we get so bogged down on people thinking we haven't got, like Shane just said, like we haven't got anything to share, nothing's interesting. Share what's real. Share what's like your real life. I posted a picture the other day, which had come up on my memories. Finley had watched Home Alone and then he was in the mirror going like, "Oh my
I
God, I look
love
like
that
Kevin."
photo.
And then so I put a picture of him and then a picture of Kevin from Home Alone. That got so much interaction and it literally was like a picture of my little boy. So you need to remember that you're a human being and do not disappear, even if it's after the cutoff, even if you think you're not selling something to somebody, you cannot
Mm.
just disappear in December.
Yeah, the last thing I'm going to say is you need to show up every single day. And the other myth that I'm going to bust for those of you that say I'm too busy for that, no, you're not. Because there is something you're doing in your day that you can share in your customer group, and it doesn't need to be Scentsy related. And it will be because I guarantee you're changing your wax because you want a Christmas scent. Have you taken a photo? Have you shared it? Probably not. I don't do it all the time. Most of the time I do, but not all the time.
Yeah,
Because sometimes I just forget and my phone's God knows where. So I don't. So you will always be doing something in the day, whether it's a Christmas work do, whether it's putting tinsel on your office computer at work, it doesn't matter what it is. There will be something that you can post every single day to stay visible for your customers without even having to think about it. So I'm sorry, but the excuse of being too busy is not going to wash with me, I'm afraid.
yeah,
So you definitely can. And that is a challenge. I want you all from today or tomorrow to post every single day in December. Because if you stay visible, honestly, you will get the sales and then you will continue to get the sales as we go into January. And they're the months that we want the decent pay because they're the months that we're all skint,
yeah.
ultimately. So. Right, I'm
So
done.
I'll jump in on that bit if that's all
Yeah.
right. Emma, or did you have anything else?
I'm done.
No.
No.
Yeah. So the way I always consider December, and I said to my team this morning, December is December is about taking some downtime, and Laura and Caroline will probably come on to that. We all work hard all year round. Most of us have other jobs as well as Scentsy. Those of us who do Scentsy full time are working it really hard because that's your full time income. Like everybody is working hard, whatever your makeup looks like. So everybody deserves a bit of downtime over Christmas. But December can be exactly the same for your PRV. You just have to work it very differently. It's the only month, I think, other than August, but even more so than August, that you work really differently.
Yeah.
And as I was saying to my team this morning, you work the first half really hard. So don't be going slow up until that cut off.
No.
Like from the first until when the cut off is, Scentsy cut off is the 16th, so orders after the 16th are not guaranteed for delivery. I do one personally. My customers know my cut-off for placing orders is this weekend
Mine
because
too.
I want time to pack them up and then get them to them. But then I will be referring them. I say to them in every message, but I'm not closed. My website is open throughout. And if you want Christmas, that's open until the 16th. So that the clear, it's open even after Christmas because people will order after the 16th. Every year they order after the 16th. But you should be setting yourself a minimum goal for December, and my advice is that you aim to be there before the cut-off because it is a month of two halves. When the cut-off comes, it is a lot of enjoying your family time. You deserve that. We all deserve that. That's what we should be doing. But it's staying present whilst you do that, like Emma just said, and Laura and Caroline, popping in family bits, telling people what you're warming for guests coming for Christmas, showing them that you're sprucing the bathroom up before people come. Oh my God, I always do funny ones, like literally, house looks amazing, smells amazing, and then the boys go for a poo. I normally swear in my customer group and they make a laugh. So then I'm like, real spray. Like, be fun with it. But always aim for what you would like at the end of December before cut off. So I want everybody now, if you're taking notes, to write down what is your minimum aim for December. So if you are essential or certified, it shouldn't be anything less than active. Nobody should aim for less than active every month because yes, maybe nothing bad happens if you don't get it. It's not like other some companies. However, you're just leaving money on the table. If you're a certified consultant, you're not aiming for active, then you're getting paid 20%, not 25%. And you're not having a qualifying order that's going to give you free Scentsy. So it just makes no sense. If you have a team, your non-negotiable has to be 500 because again, you are leaving money on the table. If you have a team and you're not getting that leadership PRV, you're not you've given up before you started of getting paid your sort of bonuses on your team. So you need to be going for your leadership PRV before cut off because then when Christmas comes, you're not thinking when do I need to like I've still got to pick that up because if you're doing it after Christmas, we're talking like 27th realistically where you're picking it up. You're leaving yourself a few days. You don't want to be in that position. So aim high, aim to get there where you want to be as your minimum non-negotiable before the cut-off.
If you're feeling
And then,
brave, drop it in the chat. Let us know what
yeah,
you your non-negotiable.
tell us what yours is. Because then what happens is you have your downtime, you enjoy your family time, you share your interactions, just how you're using Scentsy lifestyle, like we said. And some people will still order. I do still get website orders in that period for what the girls spoke about. Scentsy Fresh, Clothesline. People are thinking, I'm sick of this Christmas tree now. Most people, I think, people have been a bit fed up in 2025. Most people put that tree up at the beginning of November.
Yeah.
They're like, come Christmas Day, they're already like, when can I get that down? I want to dust, I want to clean, and they do not want to warm cranberry and tinsel anymore. Like they want fresh, fruity scents. So people will start shopping that in readiness. Like who wants to warm cranberry tinsel when you've took the tree down? Like you just don't. So they're the things after cut off that you want to be sharing. If you're not sure what to share, that's what you're sharing. Fresh cleaning products, laundry bundles, citrus, fruity. And people might still order in that bit, but if not, you enjoy your lull. You don't panic about your lull because you got where you needed to be before your lull. You soak your lull up. And then you choose when you pick it back up. Are you doing a Boxing Day sale, or are you waiting until the 27th because Boxing Day is still like a family day? You have plans that day. And then you can like we can work bundles and we share loads of ideas, and you pick it back up to finish the month strong, having had a lovely gap without vanishing. So has anybody popped in the comments? Has anybody been brave?
Nobody's told
Share.
us, guys. What is your
Right,
PRB
come on.
going
I
to
know I
be?
said write it down, but tell us in the comments, what is your minimum goal before cut off? What are you going for?
I will
Um,
also just add to that as well. Can I just remind you that in that week between Christmas and New Year, a certain Lisa Allwood popped into my inbox and said, "Oh, what's this Scentsy thing that you do?" And then she
yes, right.
joined. So people will also join in the Christmas period.
Yes, that I've written that down, Laura, as well, because what you will find is when I looked at my reporting the other day, December is a very, very good join month for me.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like I have a lot of people join in December because people finish their Christmas shopping, they've put most of it on Klarna paying 30 days, PayPal paying 3 on the credit card, and then they're thinking, oh my good God, I got paid early in December. What on earth am I going to do? We're going into another year with loads of debt. We've got to sort our lives out. And they start to look for options to earn extra money. So in that period as well, share the join opportunity. If when you're following up with people, they're saying, really skin like Christmas has done me over, well, they've done you a favor there, because then that's your cue to talk about like, oh, you should think about doing what I do, earn a bit extra, help here. So it's a really good time to be planting those seeds ahead of 2026 for people that might want to join your team, for people who want to grow a team and develop that way. And then you're having a bit more downtime as well, so you can have those more like leisurely conversations about it with people, just backwards and forwards as the kids are playing with their new toys and stuff. So definitely don't be easing yourself into December. The ease comes mid-month. You want to be working at the moment. And I'll just quickly reference before my bit's done for now.
Yeah.
This scrolling, what Emma just said, I just need to reiterate what she said. People are not doing, I having no time whatsoever to go like just look on my phone at social media at the moment. I'm literally popping in to do my work and then I'm straight back out. And everybody else is the same. I began my follow-up last night, inspired by Laura, and I have had about 4 or 5 customers that have not ordered for about 18 months order because I gave them the direct message, and they all thanked me. There was like, it was on my mind. I needed Christmas wax because they've maybe stopped using Scentsy as much, but they want their house to smell beautiful when they've got like 8 people coming around. And they all said, because I didn't write it down, I forgot. It just like went poof, which happens to me all the time.
Yes.
So they thanked me. So don't be scared. I've had loads of ghosting. That's fine. But nobody's said, oh my God, why are you messaging me? They've either said, no, thank you. Yes, please. Or just ignored me. And that's not the end of it. But from that, I started at about this time last night. I've basically got K in my contacts, and I've got £277 in orders from that, and then £171 from a party, a WhatsApp party tonight
Amazing.
before we come on here. But what I will say is, I'm just sharing Laura's 3 Christmas wax thing. I have shared that every year for this is my 5th Christmas, and I have never, I told the girls this morning, I have never ever sold one of those boxes. You might not believe me, but every time I message people about the Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day wax box, never sold one. So this year I thought, is there even any point? And I thought, you know what? Last night I'll go with it, and I've sold ridiculous amounts of them. So that just shows like consistency and not giving up on an idea can work too.
Absolutely. Amazing. Amazing. And also, it's just keeping it simple. It's just giving them an option. Would you like this? And some of them, I'm sure, I know we haven't talked about this, but like some of them, what I had as well is they were like, oh, actually, I don't want 3 Christmas waxes, but can I have 3 oodles of orange? Or can I have 3 fresh waxes? Or actually, I don't need any wax, but can I get some flowers? That's what
Yeah.
I had last night as well. So it's just you're opening up lines of conversation. But absolutely, we're literally just, and we are going to overlap with this as well. You are providing a service at this time of year. Okay, you need to, and I mean this again, and with love and kindness, and we're here. Our job is to help you. You need to get out of your head that you're bothering people. Okay, you need to literally get that out of your head. You are helping people, like at this time of year. The amount of people, like Katrina said, I could show you my inbox. The amount of people that ghosted me, but like this lady, no, thank you, I'm good for the moment. Okay, no problems. Have a fantastic Christmas, and you, like. That's it. You wish them a Merry Christmas. You're still in their mind. That and loads of people did ignore, I don't want to say ignore me, but it ghosted me. It's okay. Like it happens. You need to take the, I know it sounds contradictory because I'm saying take the personal aspect out of it because it is a personal service that you're creating. But if somebody doesn't reply to you, that's not personal. They're not thinking, oh, I tell you what, I'm not going to reply to Debbie. Sorry, Debbie, you're the first person I saw in there. I'm not going to reply to Emma. I'm not going to reply. Like, it's not personal. They're just busy. And just basically send the message is what we're saying. What's the
If
worst
you're
that can
brand
happen?
new, you can still do this. I know you might be thinking, well, I've not got that customer base. We were the same. Like we didn't have that customer base at one point. Like we've all been at a starting point.
But
But
honestly,
that time you can message other people and say, I don't know if you've seen, I've started this little
yeah,
business. Would you like some festive wax? Or if you need any gifts, my last order is on this date. Like you can still just introduce your business. That's how we all did it in the beginning.
I was just gonna say like I would never say it's easier for any. I always say this about incentives and everything. I'm not saying it's easier for anybody, but if you're sometimes I almost wish, oh, I wish I was new again. Like
Yeah.
like imagine like the scope of like being able to contact people and going, oh my God, I'm so excited. I've started this business. Like, have you heard of Scentsy? Have you heard of, I don't actually know how much of this. I've just come off an SSD call before this. I don't. There's no big secrets or anything. But anyway, one of the things they said, this is no secret. I'm just elaborating on something that we talked about. But basically, the percentage of like people that no longer have a Scentsy consultant is quite big at the moment. So what we're
Mm.
saying is like, don't worry about like reaching out to people or conversing with new people because the amount of people that will be out there that will have warmers sitting on their side that doesn't have a Scentsy consultant anymore to buy wax to put in those warmers is actually massive. So make sure you are that person that is then going to be in their mind. So yeah, if you're new, like literally the world is your oyster, is what we're saying.
I would love to be new again.
I know.
Oh,
I know. I just
oh,
messaged one of my customers who was a consultant well over 2 years ago, and she's just had a shopping link for me. And I was like, you do know that you can rejoin because, like, fully as a new consultant. I'm waiting for her to get back to me because I was just like, you really need to rejoin.
Yeah, I don't
the
know.
kits,
Yeah,
It's
the
just
kits
amazing,
better.
especially now they can start again. Love it.
yeah, I know. Not that like we're gonna do it. We're gonna close our accounts down and do it.
No.
But what we're saying is, regardless of whether you're brand new, whether you've been in for years, like the actions that you can take are the same, basically.
Mm.
Okay, Caroline, moving over to you now, my love,
Mm.
about preparing people before you take your little downtime.
Yes, because obviously we prepare ourselves, but we've got to prepare our customers as well. And this is it my eighth Christmas? Eighth,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
Eighth. And I'll be honest, my first, I can't even remember my first Christmas with Scentsy. I can't remember it. All I remember is the limited edition warmer we had. That was
Yeah,
one with the
the
little
train.
train
And
the
we didn't buy
tree.
it.
No, I didn't buy it because back then I didn't realise how like big and limited these warmers were, and I will forever kick
It's the only
myself
one I
for
haven't got.
yeah, I will forever kick myself for that. That's the only thing I remember about my first Christmas. But ever since then, all the other ones, um, I have always made sure, and as Katrina said, there will always, always, always be somebody that is going to message you after the cut-off date and say, can I order some wax? Will it arrive in time for Christmas? Always. So you've got to literally put it into every conversation. So all these conversations that Emma and Katrina have been having with their follow-ups, like I'm pretty sure in every single conversation they have said about, oh, would you like this 3-pack, etc., blah, 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 blah. By the way, if you want delivery before Christmas, it's got to be, and then slid the date in. You can't just put a post up and expect, again, as Emma said, it's just going to get lost. You can't expect your customers to see that you posted on the 2nd of December that the cut-off date is the 16th of December. It has got to be in every conversation you're having. It has got to be posted several times in the hope that somebody will see it when they scroll. Emails, even just an email, not necessarily advertising products, but if you go through your email list and send an email to say the cutoff is the 16th, like you've got to be saying it constantly, like the cutoff is the 16th, the cutoff is the 16th, cutoff, because there is going to be somebody that is going to message you at the last minute, guaranteed, always. So, and you want these people to be ordering before the 16th so you can be hitting those goals that Katrina was talking about, and you can then relax at Christmas because you are active, or you've got your leadership PRV, because you have made sure that everybody, every single customer you have spoken to knows that they need to order with you by the 16th. Yes, your website is open all through December. They can order at midnight on Christmas Eve if they want. But if they want it by Christmas Day, and as well, you want that PRV before the 16th, so that you can kick back and relax. You've got to prepare your customers. They have got to know in every single conversation that you're having what that date is. And then once that date is passed, yes, you can relax a bit. You can't just shut up shop. I mean, how many shops do you see close? Or every shop that has a website is open over Christmas. So you've still got to have your shop doors open, so to speak, with your social media and things like that. But the cut-off date after Christmas, that's the time when you can obviously stop putting pressure on yourself to get those orders in, because you know that they can't get it before Christmas. But that's when you start preparing for post-Christmas. So you let your customers know, right, okay, cut-off's been and gone. I can't get it to you before Christmas, or I can't guarantee it will arrive before Christmas. And that's when you start looking at post-Christmas. So that's when you start sliding in the conversations about perhaps somebody having your borrow bag over Christmas and having a sniff, so that they can, start looking at what waxes they want for the new year. That's when you start talking about, oh yeah, I know Christmas has cost me a fortune, I'm skint too. How are you going to get your wax in January? Like, have you thought about one of Katrina's WhatsApp parties, for example? That's the time. Once you've prepared your customers for the cut-off, and the cut-off has been and gone, you've then got to prepare your customers for what's to come, so that you can you're still getting the PRV in. I am tripping over my words, but I'm so flipping tired at the moment.
Oh, bless you. But basically, it's about planting the seeds.
Yeah, I was going to jump on that actually as well with the sampling, if that's all right, Caroline. I forgot. They've sat in front of me so that I don't forget. And then
I've got it written down.
oh,
I've got one in
sorry.
front of me as well.
You go then. You go.
You're fine. You're fine. My train of thought just went do 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 do, even though it was right there in front of me.
Your train of thought was that train on that warmer that was going like this.
Oh,
yeah.
because you mentioned it, you should have got it.
No. Oh,
What year did that train of thought go with?
Yeah, 2017.
Oh God, not that accounting.
Oh,
Yeah.
but people still, like Emma said, people still buy it in December, and as long as you're communicating with your customers several times, because as we know, what's the average now with like posts and messages? What's the average? It takes
about
somebody
7,
seven
innit?
times or something.
Yeah, still 7. 6, 7.
So,
Oh God.
oh, you didn't.
She did it. She went there.
I did it.
I've had enough for 6, 7. I can't believe you just did that to me.
6, 7.
What?
Oh, shh. What's it? What?
People are still buying, so you can't just shut up shop for just because it's Christmas. Yes, we have a little lull, as Katrina said, and I loved how you put that. You soak in the lull.
I'm going to do that.
I can't.
Actually, while we talk about that, it is so important that you do that, because
Yeah.
like, I know we've all said, like, and the thing is, honestly, I am working harder now than, like, well, the thing is, I do work hard, I know I work hard, but I still then sit on my sofa at night and watch I'm a Celebrity, and I do kind of go to myself, it's not really hard work, is it? Like, let's be honest, I'm messaging a few people. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not out sweeping the streets, and like, I am very grateful. And it's never, and it's always remembering that, like, when we're sharing all these things with you, if you, again, it's about having the right mindset to this, guys, right? I never, ever, ever think, oh, I can't be bothered to speak, like genuinely, and I mean that with all sincerity, like, because what an absolute blessing that this is what brings me income. Like, what an absolute,
Yeah.
whatever level that your income is, whether you do it full time, part time, as a hobby, what an absolute blessing that you get to share home fragrance with people and get to help other people to do that too. So if you start to think, if you, it's how you approach it. And I know we're sharing a lot of things with you, and you might think, well, I just want to enjoy my Christmas. Absolutely. So do I. So do these girls. Like, why? It's so important to have your downtime. Like, and it's probably the Christmas and probably when I go on holiday, like my family holidays, are the two times that I do actually switch off, like for a little bit. A little bit. Not
This is where the schedule button becomes your
but
best friend.
this is
Yeah.
why it is so important. And actually, I am going to reference a text message that I once got from Orville Thompson himself that Dan always references when I'm feeling like really overwhelmed. Because I do, everyone gets overwhelmed when I'm having my little moments. It was after SSD Summit, and Orville had given all the SSDs his, I'm sure it's not his only phone, but his mobile number. And we'd messaged about something, and he came back and he said, and I'll find it in a minute. And he said, an entrepreneur, like an employee logs off at a certain time, an entrepreneur, because I'd apologized for messaging on whatever day I went, and he was like, don't ever apologize for messaging me. He's like, an entrepreneur never truly switches off because their mind is always on, or something like that. And I was like, that is actually really true. But when it's from a place of gratitude and you put those boundaries in place in your business, that's when you're in control of it and it doesn't like become in control of you. So basically, always remember your gratitude for this. Enjoy your Christmas period, enjoy your downtime. I'm certainly going to. But at the same time, what a blessing that if on Boxing Day I want to put a post on that, you know, or on Christmas Day, share your Scentsy that you've got for Christmas. That's
Yeah.
like my job. How good's
And
that?
and you know what,
And
as well, I shared this with my team. When you're employed and you work over and above and you do, or you're salaried and you do overtime, you ain't getting paid for that. If you work extra in your Scentsy business, if you do those extra hours or you do post over Christmas or in between Christmas and New Year and you know and you actually do some work, you're getting paid for that. The harder you work in this business, the more you get paid. The harder you work in your other job, you don't.
Yeah.
Unless you do overtime or bank shifts or whatever, I get that. But if you're salaried like I was, if I worked out my minimum wage, it was probably less than the national living wage because the extra hours I did, they did not give a flying about it. They just expected it. They didn't give me so much as any recognition. They didn't give me anything. But if you work this business, your very own business, the rewards are massive.
Like
But you have to
beyond.
put that work
Yeah.
in.
So
And
this is
if you
what he said.
start, what I was going to say is, I'll share this in the group afterwards, but you can start thinking ahead now. So what I've done to make my follow up in that sort of Christmas New Year bit where you're just full of turkey and you don't really know what day it is, um, I moved a while ago to intentional sampling. I've spoken about it before. It's completely changed my follow up this year. I
Yeah.
started it at the start of 2025. My follow up is so easy now. I used to just chuck random samples in of just random things I was making up. Then I'd have to keep notes, remember where I put the note, who had what. It was all there was just no, it was crazy. So now I literally make batches of samples for like a month. Sometimes it crosses a month and a half, but basically, I know that everybody has this. So all my December orders now, they're not getting festive wax because that's too late. Because if they're getting their orders in December, the follow up is going to be back end of December. Like I said earlier, nobody's warming cranberry and tinsel after Christmas Day. So my December samples, it's got a little flyer attached to it that says start 2026 with the classics. We
That's
forget
so
our
good.
classics.
All of that.
With Caroline's on it too. We forget our
Okay.
classics. Like we get so consumed in sharing LTOs and Christmas, and then it's like, what do I share when they're all gone? This is Amazon Rain, Pink Cotton, and Luna. Let's be honest.
Oh,
Nobody in the world says they don't really like these scents, do they? The Christmas scents can be controversial.
It's mine.
This are like so. I'll share this flyer for you, but that is going in everybody's orders, and I've put on it. Grab all three at a special price of £20 because that's splitting the six bundle, as Emma referenced earlier. So now, when I'm just sat watching Christmas movies, full of chocolate and everything, I can just look through my order book. I don't need anything else, and just message people saying, "What did you think to those Start 2026 with the classic samples? Would you like to order any?" Because people are going to want them ahead of the new year. So it's a really good follow-up system for December. You can use your credits to get these and just you can just give people a real sliver. You don't need to give them a lot. Or you can use the felt samples. Then if you've got a scent of the month club, what I've started doing in the scent of the month club just to make my life easier is giving them a bit of a larger sample of a scent that comes in lots of things. So last month they got white peach and cranberry because that comes in pretty much everything. And I used my credits to get it again, and I popped a little thing on it that says, "If you like this, it comes in." So scent of the month this month for December is getting clove slime because people want fresh and clean in January.
Yeah.
So the iced balsam, everybody is getting this. Caroline's, we're on the same wavelength. So basically it says, "Enjoyed this sample. It's available in wax, pods, scent packs, circles, room spray, fragrance flowers, washer whiffs, and Scentsy Fresh." I could have put suds as well. That is so much intentional sampling that you can then do really easily. So you can start thinking ahead if you're clocking off any party credits and
I was just going to say, I closed off a party yesterday and I got obviously circles for like thank yous for online thank yous, but I also got clothesline, basically stuffing clothesline so I could make a bundle up and show an example of when we're doing like fresh, for the new year bundles, all those things. So again, it's just about that. Didn't cost me anything. I did that with my credits. So it's about being clever with the tools that Scentsy give us.
And you could then sample the Scentsy Fresh after you've taken the photos if you don't use it yourself. Because when I sample Scentsy Fresh, I sell
Every
Scentsy
time.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Every time. I've never sent out a sample of clothesline Scentsy Fresh and not had an order. Never.
Yeah.
Oh, people love it.
it's the best one. What three waxes did you choose, Laura? Just out of interest.
Clothesline, Shimmer,
Yep.
and World Traveller.
Oh, mine are in my office and it's way too cold out there for me to go out there.
But we're all going the
When-
classics, the best sellers that are there, aren't we? What do
But I
you
have
think,
also
Caroline?
got some Amazon Rain and some Luna as well, so I could do those as well. But
I got clothesline, I got pink cotton, and I
Has
got
to be
cranberry.
clothesline. Mine's clothesline,
Mhm.
Amazon Rain, and I can't remember the third one I picked. It's not pink cotton, it might be World Traveller.
And if I run out, I've got aloe water and cucumber and Amazon Rain.
Yeah.
That's back up there.
But
Bloody
this
love
is the
Amazon
thing,
Rain.
and everyone, I always remember, like, I love pink cotton. Obviously, it's been around since the beginning, but I remember sharing a room with Lisa when we went to the leadership event last year, and she put pink cotton pods in, and I was like, oh, I've not used pink cotton.
Oh, we did that at Berlin.
Yeah,
And they were so
I've been
nice.
for ages, and then I was like, oh my God, I love
So
it. So
nice.
what I mean is,
Can I
even if
not
you've
beat the
got a
classic?
seasoned customer that you think, oh, they know what World Traveller smells like, they know what Amazon Rain smells like, they might
No,
not
they need
form the
reminding.
messages, they might not have smelled
They
it.
might
If
not
that
have
drops
warmed
in, they might be like,
it.
oh my God, I love it.
So I haven't warmed aloe water and cucumber in, oh my God, I can't even remember. I can't remember. And I put the pods on the other day and I was like, I forgot how much I
Oh,
love this.
I know.
So,
See, aloe water is the one that I'll only warm in Sam's warmer. So that randomly, I have cranberry and tinsel at Christmas, but there will be aloe water in Sam's. So God knows what aloe water and cucumber and cranberry and tinsel smell like, but I'll let you know.
That's maybe not the best mixology.
But look at so I'm just
cucumber
looking
tinsel.
on Lisa's comment there. So she's put, I'm rubbish for tracking samples. Lisa, we've all been guilty of that in the past. Like, absolutely.
yeah.
I know I have. The amount of times over the years, customers have messaged me and gone, oh, you put that sample in, it was green, or you put, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
I always get that.
I don't know what that is, sorry. Whereas when I've been really intentional with it, like I know this month, like the previous month's been cranberry and tinsel. Cranberry and tinsel or scent of the month. That's the only two that I've sampled because I knew what I'm doing then. So doing it this way, you then know if somebody messages you, if they've lost the obviously if there's lost the little ticket or whatever you put on there, then you know what it is. So don't feel bad, don't beat yourself up for saying, oh, I'm rubbish at tracking samples because we've all been there. But just obviously you can make the change going forward. For doing that. I found the message from Orville. So it says, so this was over. He'd asked for some feedback on some ideas on something, and it was Good Friday. So He said, very helpful, good ideas. And I said, my pleasure. Sorry, I know you're not officially in the office today, but I wanted to send while the conversation was fresh in my mind. I'm on the motorway. I hope you've had a fab Easter weekend. And he put, that's not what I meant. I'm always working and thinking, and we'll take your thoughts any time of day. Days off are for employees, not entrepreneurs. Our brains don't think that way. And that is so true. If you need to flip your mindset to an entrepreneurial mindset. This is your own. This literally, it literally, honestly, this what you have your hands on here is whatever you want it to be. That is literally the beauty of your Scentsy business. Whether you realize it or not, I say this honestly, I could blooming trademark this line. When you bought that business in a box, you became an entrepreneur. But you did, whether you realize it or not, you have started your own business and you are in like your destiny, like the future of your Scentsy business is in your hands. So whether that is as a sideline, as a hobby, as an additional income stream, as a if you want to build a team, like whatever you want it to be, but you're in control of that. You're in control of the work that you put into your mindset. So start thinking like an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur definitely puts boundaries in place and has working hours and doesn't answer team messages after a certain time and doesn't answer customer. You should not be on, like I know I said be on, but like you need to have the boundaries in place. But at the same time, if something then comes to you on Boxing Day and you want to post it, or that's okay too. So
Mm.
don't feel like society tells you, oh, you should have a week off. Because you're not thinking like an employee, you're thinking like an entrepreneur,
Well,
is what I'm trying to say.
I text all my customers on Christmas Day. It's not a sales text. It is literally just Happy Christmas on my WhatsApp
Yeah.
broadcast.
On your broadcaster. Yeah, yeah. It's one message.
Yeah.
It takes like a minute.
So I'm still keeping like I'm still
In their minds.
yeah. Thank you. I'm really struggling with my words.
I always
I'm
remember when I was going into
We've
hospital
got
to
you.
have Finlay, and the girls were like, are you going to go live when you're giving birth? I was like, no, that is even like one step too far for me.
I was still posting when I was in hospital having Ivy.
Didn't you go in your Scentsy leggings as well? I've got a photo on my phone somewhere of you in your Scentsy leggings.
And I took pictures of the Scentsy products that I'd taken to the hospital with me, like the hand cream, which was next to bloody nipple cream, and like it was just I
It's
was
because
still
it's not a
working away.
job.
No, I
It's
just
it's our
no.
life. It's
Yeah.
not just a job, is it? It's our business. It's our life. It's what we do. Like we just live and breathe it. And
So
if you want to be successful, that's what it is.
absolutely. So sorry, Caroline. I feel like is there one more point you want to talk about them having Christmas money? How do you want me to take that one?
Sorry, say that again.
Sorry. So basically, your customers are going to have Christmas
Mm.
money to
Yes,
spend
they
on themselves.
are. I know everybody says they're skint in December. However, have you, I know a lot of sales are online now, but have you seen the queues for the next sale?
On Boxing Day morning.
Yep. Have you seen those queues? People queue for like 4 hours
I
to
know.
get into next and get those sale goodies. So people have got money. They have 100% still got money. And I know this is probably a little bit naughty, a little bit evil, but I messaged my customers and I asked them if they got everything they wanted for Christmas and if they were disappointed by their presents, that they could always just buy themselves a warmer or even buy themselves a business in a box as their Christmas
Absolutely.
present
I love that.
themselves. I've used that one quite a lot, like buy yourself a Christmas present, join Scentsy.
And this is
People
the
have
thing, and I
that
always
things that
remember, I'm going to reference Disney now because, we can always bring a Disney reference in.
Can't
When
do 60 minutes without it.
we can't have 60 minutes without talking about Disney, exactly. But I always remember when we went to the training when Scentsy partnered with Disney, we went to the training at the Disney Institute. Now this was for any company could go there. So Scentsy had hired they'd done Superstar Director Summit. So it's a Disney basically trained company. So prior to Scentsy going in, Nike had been in there and Nike had put their employees in that room to get customer service training from Disney, right? Because they are literally the best in the world. And what they said is going to Florida the cheapest holiday in the world? No, it is not. But do year upon year upon year, regardless of what's going on in the economy, thousands of people still return and make it in their budget. And Scentsy is like the Disney of the direct sales world. If people love it, people will find a way. People will. you know, save money on other things because it's scent evokes emotion. Look at all us when we were talking about the scents then about like, oh my God, I'd not want pink
Yeah,
cotton or I want
true.
on cucumber and that reminded Emma of salmon. Like scent evokes emotion and it's really, really special to people. So some people, aren't bothered about clothes or trainers or whatever, but they like spending money on their Scentsy. So don't, it's not for us to decide what our customers want to spend I mean, Caroline's decided they need to spend it on Scentsy, that's fine. But it's not for us to decide, it's for us to offer
Yeah.
what we have, offer our service, basically, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So to wrap this up, and oh my goodness me, we might actually keep it within an hour. This will be like amazing. So just a few key points, and it's just really rounding up what everybody else has said. So before I go, did anyone want to talk about cleaning baskets? Was you going to talk about them, Emma?
I've got one by my tree. Hold on.
Go for
Grab
it.
it.
Because I just
On that, whilst Emma's grabbing it, what I will say is in Glitter Sparkle, or if you're in another directors group, or if you're in the WhatsApp, images are being flooded in at the moment for you to
yeah.
use.
Mm.
I had a really rough day yesterday, and whilst I lost my car keys and waited for my husband to bring me the spare ones, I messaged Emma and said, "Hope you don't mind. I've used some of your posts to schedule for tomorrow. I've reworded them. We always say do reword them, don't just copy and paste them. But what she's about to show you, they're the images I shared.
Oof.
And I did actually get a sale from that. It's the first sale I've got just from a post this week, so we'll still stick to
Pretty
my
that
Denise for
is.
messaging people. But thanks, Emma. Um,
That's all right. I literally threw it together because Georgie messaged me and went, "Have you done your cleaning baskets yet? Because I got my stuff yet." And I was like, "I've got the stuff. I haven't taken photos of it yet." So I literally grabbed this from Emily's room, grabbed my counter clean and my soap that I've not opened yet, a wax bar, some cotton cleanups, and I had these like sponges already in. So this is a Christmas one, but I will be doing it with a fresh one as well. But yeah.
I was going to say something. Yeah, sorry. What Katrina just said about the image share group and the Facebook group and the WhatsApp. We're not suggesting, I just want to be really careful with my words. We're not suggesting, right? Don't reach out to your leaders, your directors, any of us and ask questions. We're not suggesting that at all. But when somebody messages and says, have you got any pictures of wax? Yes, I have. They're in that group that we spend all day, every day. So what I mean is those resources are there for a reason. So, and all the stuff we share in the group, all the stuff we share is in the WhatsApp is about us as leaders putting boundaries into our life and our business. We've given some time and shared that in there, and then that's there for everybody to use. So it's really, really, really important that before you ask the question, just stop and go and look for things first because
we
that
never
is
keep anything to ourselves. The second we
never.
think of an idea, we're like, "Sure, it's
I
evening."
literally have never known a business like it. Like, other than
Yeah.
showing you what I'm eating for my breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day, I don't think there's anything I don't share or what knickers I'm wearing. I'll
And
never
the thing
say
is,
that.
well, when you message us to say, "Have you got a photo of the whiff box?" we're just going to go in the group and search for it, which is
Yeah.
what you should be
Which,
doing.
so it's really important again to become like self-sufficient because all the tools and resources are there for you, like to use. And remember as well, there's guides. A lot of things, I think people forget there's guides in the group. I can't add any more for some reason, but any trainings, any references and stuff like everything's in the guide. So yeah, because I feel that is a habit that is becoming a little bit more apparent again at the moment. So make sure that you, if you share images, and if you go to the image share group and click on media links and docs at the top,
Yeah.
anything that's been shared previously will be in there.
And
So,
there's a search in WhatsApp as well. So you can,
yes,
if you're not in Facebook and you're in WhatsApp, you can still search it.
yeah, amazing.
And you can
And
search the whole of Facebook as well, not
Mm.
just what we've shared
I
in
do it
Group
all the
Glitter
time.
and
Sparkle.
Pinterest
Ah,
and
yeah.
If
Google
you
and
if you're looking
everything.
for a picture of of a particular warmer, for example, you can literally put Scentsy and the name of the warmer
Yeah.
in the search bar, and it will search the whole of Facebook.
Yeah,
All the
Yeah,
other
I do that all the time.
consultants that have posted that warmer, I do it all the time.
Yeah.
And I'll pick like my 4 favorite pictures, save them to my phone, and then write my post with it. So it's not just if you can't find the picture on WhatsApp or in Group Glitter Sparkle, you have got the whole of Facebook and Google as well.
and Pinterest and everywhere.
It's
Um,
like
It's amazing. When
guaranteed
I
you
go
will
on
find
Pinterest,
it.
some of my images that like are in my garden in my house like 7 years ago, I found on an American consultant's page the other day. I was like, oh my God, that's really old. I don't
Was
care.
that
Like,
your
it's
washer
fine.
with picture?
Um, Okay, right. We'll cover cleaning baskets and then I'll wrap it up with my closing stuff.
Yeah, so cleaning baskets. So I've posted mine already. I am doing three options. One is counter clean only, which I'm charging a little bit more for the extras, which is things like samples, a cleaning cloth, which I always go to the range. The range do the best cleaning and the best cheap ones. They're like £1.29 for three minkies. If Ray Ray's on,
I don't think
it's
she is,
cleaning
but yeah.
cloth. Um, so I'm doing the second option is counter clean and a wax bar, and the third option is counter clean and bathroom cleaner. So I think I'm doing 15, 20 something, and 30, I think. I've rounded them up by a couple of quid because we can't bundle and save clean anymore.
Yeah.
But so normally I would bundle and save and use the extra for my extras, but this time I'm having to charge a little bit more. So I haven't told them what's in it because that's not compliant. I've just told them what the options are and then asked them to message me. And I literally, this is dead simple. This is pre-Christmas. So at the moment I'm doing clean basket for Christmas. So when people come round, your house smells lovely and all that jazz. So this has literally got a counter clean and it's got the hand soap in just because that's what I had. It's got two cotton cleanups in it and a wax bar, which is actually empty because it's just for show. And it's got a sponge in, but I literally just wrapped it in cellophane. Like I say, this basket had Emily's chargers in. I lobbed the chargers on the floor and just used the basket. And then I stuck a pull bow on because pull bows make everything look beautiful.
They do.
So yeah, but I will. I don't know if I've shared have I shared my cleaning stuff or did you steal it from my page, Katrina? If I've not shared it, I'll share it because I've got multiple pictures of cleaning baskets. I'm the queen of cleaning baskets. I love them. My customers love them. They literally buy them all the time. They love our cleaning stuff. Laundry I can't sell for nothing, but look, clean.
But yeah, I don't know if you have been, but yeah, if you wouldn't mind sharing in the WhatsApp
Yeah,
after,
I
that'd
will.
be marvelous. But okay, guys, we are going to wrap this up so we can kind of keep on schedule, which is a
Yeah.
miracle. But I hope you have taken some value from tonight and understand that, like, yes, as we said at the beginning, the December is a month to work slightly differently, and it is a month of two halves, and this week especially, you should be like working like you've never worked and following up like you've never worked and being more present and being in people's inboxes and but going all in. But absolutely work like you've never worked for your own orders this week. Then definitely share the cut off. Then definitely been conversing with people. Almost take your foot off the gas a little bit. When it comes to actually selling, but almost enjoy the opportunity to just be yourself a little bit more on social media. Like you've taken the pressure off of for sales. Just enjoy sharing, having some engagement with your customers. And then we just pivot a little bit after Christmas and just know that like it's gonna be okay. Even if it feels a bit different,
Yeah.
it's all gonna be okay. And we're preparing you for like how this month's gonna be, and then obviously taking you into the new year. And if you haven't seen, we are having a Christmas party on Zoom.
I was just going to say that, Laura, actually. I was going to say my parting words were going to be for anybody who didn't join last year or wasn't in the business last year, definitely come to the power. Is it the 18th?
Mm.
The 18th, we are doing it with Scent Squad with Lisa's group as
Yeah,
well. Lisa and I will
we
be,
did last
sorry,
year, didn't we, with
yeah,
them? But definitely come because I absolutely loved last year's. It's not a training like this.
no,
Like
it's
it was
not.
just so special, wasn't it? Come in your pajamas and we just share like
But
you guys come
pajamas are
unmute like
like obligatory.
yeah,
You've got
we,
to come
it's
in
like
your
a
pajamas.
celebration, isn't it? Celebration of the
Yeah.
year because there's so much
Christmas
for us that
pajamas.
happens.
I'd like to
Yeah.
add.
I
Absolutely.
remember getting off that Zoom last year and literally feeling so emotional.
I felt so
And
emotional. It was
the next
beautiful.
morning, Lisa and I were doing something together. Probably at the gym, but I don't think it was a gym. But anyway, we were doing something and we were both like, last night was just so special.
It
So
was so special.
we're going to
Yeah.
do some recognition. We're going to have some games. It's not just recognition for sales. Like we're going to have all kinds of things. So I don't want to like ruin anything, but yeah, just make sure as many of you as you can come and bring your teamies, and we'll have some fun and we'll like wrap up the year and love on you all. And yeah, it is really really special. So just yeah, I hope this has been helpful. I will obviously share the recording tomorrow. I just can't believe we're only at the end of another year. It's just great. It's just crazy.
Mental.
Um, what I will say before I go is because we will talk about this at the Christmas party, maybe. Oh, I don't know. But you've seen all the rebranding with Scentsy, obviously the I'm going to stop recording that. Sorry, I was recording some content. It's putting me off. You've seen the rebranding, like with the Whiff Box. You've seen the new like look of the bars. You've seen, the new products that are coming in the new year. Just know that like Scentsy have got so many amazing things coming for our region, and I just want to reiterate really why I know there's been a few things recently that like it might look that region one have got and we're not getting, and candles and all these things, and I understand it can be challenging to understand, but it as it's been explained to us, like Scentsy are pivoting at the moment into a new era, a new season, a new wave of the business. Like they are changing. There's obviously the new fragrance system that's come on Scentsy Club in region one. They can't just roll that out globally until they've like tested it first in America. So I know this isn't what this was about, but as we go into 2026, I've seen some of the projections. So just know that things are coming over here. It's not that they've forgotten about us. It's not that Region 2 is going anywhere. It's nothing like that.
There's
Just
more red tape here as well. It's
yeah,
all about the red tape. It's horrendous
yeah,
trying to get stuff
it's
into this
very
country.
challenging. So
Yeah.
just know that like we're in a really exciting time, and 2026 and onwards is going to be a really, really exciting time to be a Scentsy consultant. And I'm just really excited to see where this new, I said era, it just makes me think of Taylor Swift, but it is almost like Orville keeps referring to it as Scentsy 3.0, and
Our Scentsy era. Our new Scentsy
it's the
era.
new Scentsy era. But I love
I love it. I'm
I
getting
love
on a
the
t-shirt.
direction that it's going. I love the look
I
and
was just about to
everything.
say that.
What's that?
Getting on a t-shirt.
Yeah,
T-shirt,
definitely.
Scentsy era.
But it is, I mean, just look at the new Whiff Box this month. Like, how
Oh,
beautiful is
beautiful.
that? Like, that's the look that we're going for. So it is
That
really
is
special.
the
So
best Whiff Box we've ever had.
I
I'm
can't
just
wait for mine to arrive. Can't wait. I
re
just want to get my hands in
really,
that box.
really excited for 2026. So let's have an amazing December. Let's have a wonderful Christmas with our families. Let's have an amazing Christmas party, all the things. And then go into a very, very exciting 2026 and beyond. Right.
Yay.
Thank you very much. Oh my God, it's 9:33.
Right.
We're only
Night, everyone.
3
Thanks for
minutes over.
joining us.
Right.
It's
Good
been
night.
fun.
Thank you so much. And I'll share this tomorrow. All right. See you
See you
later.
later.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.